I'm Carrie Heisinga, and today on AU in View Talk, we have Jade Strong, the founder of a new club on campus called Bard's Guild. Thank you for coming on the show today, Jade.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start things off. Can you explain to us a little bit about what Bard's Guild is in more detail?
Sure. Bard's Guild is a creative writing club that I just started on campus. I wanted to make a club where writers of all disciplines, all experiences could have a space to come together, to have time to do what they love to do, and to, if they're new, have a space to really refine their craft and practice and get advice about what they're writing.
How did you come up with the name Bard's Guild?
Well, actually, I'm a fan of anything medieval, really.
Ooh.
Minstrels especially, bards. Bards are people in medieval times who would recite poetry and epic stories, legends, and things like that. So we actually had a vote between a couple of names. Bard's Guild was one of the names, and it won. So I'm not the only fan of medieval things.
That's awesome. I had no idea. That's so cool. So was that the biggest reason then you wanted to start? You said that you wanted students to have a creative outlet, just kind of to come together and write. So is that the urge you really had for starting this club?
Yeah, I'd had vague thoughts about it before, like, hey, we should have a creative writing club. And really, junior year, I had a friend, and every Thursday night we'd come together, and just for 2 hours in our dorm, we'd sit and write. And that was just, for somebody who likes to write and doesn't have time, it's so nice. So I thought, you know what, this would be a good format for a club, just a place where people can write, but we're probably also going to do some other things too.
That's so cool. Is there any challenges that you've faced then starting a new club? I can just imagine that there's so much to take on then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is having time. I mean, I'm a senior and I've got a bit of an overloaded schedule, so having the time and, you know, adding that into the things I have to do was probably the trickiest thing. But, you know, I've had support, people saying, oh yeah, we'll totally join this club with you, and people, you know, help me learn how to use SpartanNet and all those things. So I've had supports in it.
Oh, that's wonderful. So support's definitely a benefit. Can you give me any other benefits that you've seen?
For the club, I think just being able to meet new people and just seeing people's creativity and passion for it. I mean, I had some ideas, but people who have visited the club so far have really been giving me all sorts of great ideas. An idea for a forum website, idea for genre spotlights. So a really benefit of just having all these people together giving their ideas.
Sounds like a wonderful collaborative effort. Everybody together. That's so cool for students. I love that. Can you tell me what a typical meeting is like for a Bard's Guild club meeting?
Well, we're a pretty new club, so you're still getting our feet wet trying to figure out what meetings are going to look like, but we've had a lot of different thoughts about it. I think it's greatly going to depend on who's there on certain days. Some days we probably will just have free writing the whole time. Other times we may do writing prompts or writing games, or maybe workshop days where everyone brings in something and we read each other's things out loud and silently and get feedback. So I think it's going to be very flexible in what meetings look like.
Awesome. What would you say to other students who are thinking about starting a new club on campus? Do you have any advice for them?
I would just say do it. There's absolutely nothing stopping you from starting a club. I mean, I just had the thought one day and I went and asked, and I just had to go through, you know, student activities, and I did it. So there's nothing stopping you, and it's a great experience, and it looks good after school too.
Do you have any upcoming events for students who might want to get involved?
Well, we've just started our regular meetings, so we're meeting on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 5 to 7 in the Stevens Hall 200, and so if you can't make it the whole time, you can come late or you can leave early, just whatever it fits best in your schedule. And we've been talking with a new a cappella group on campus called Blue Notes about maybe reading some poetry in a winter concert they're planning on doing called Solstice. So it's possible you might be seeing us there when December rolls around.
Well, it sounds like you have a full plate, but it sounds like it's going to be so much fun. Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just come to Bard's Guild. We can always use more creative thoughts.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jade. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And that's all we have for this episode of AU in View Talk. Please visit auspartannews.com for more news on the AU community. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.